Have you ever noticed how some people can stay completely calm when their life is literally falling apart, while others break down over the smallest inconvenience? And the real question is, what do they know that you don't? Before we go any further, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and make sure you watch until the end. Because what I'm about to share with you is not just philosophy, it's a mental reset that can completely change how you handle pain, rejection, failure, and even your love life. Yes, your love life too. Because the way you think decides the kind of relationships you attract and the way you keep them. Now imagine this. A man sits alone at night, not in a palace of celebration, but in silence. He has power beyond imagination. He commands armies, wealth, influence, and yet, his mind is not focused on conquest or luxury. Instead, he writes to himself. He reminds himself of death, of impermanence, of control, of discipline. That man was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, and at the same time, a student of his own mind. And what he left behind were not just writings, but instructions on how to become mentally unshakable in a chaotic world. So let's walk through 10 Stoic lessons inspired by Marcus Aurelius, lessons that can turn you into someone life cannot easily break. The first lesson is this: stop trying to control what was never yours to control. Most suffering doesn't come from reality itself. It comes from resistance to reality. Think about how much energy people waste trying to control what others think of them, how situations should have gone, or how the past should change. But Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that the only real power a person has is over their own mind. Imagine standing in front of a storm and screaming at the wind to stop. That's what most people do in life. The mentally strong person doesn't fight the storm. They adjust their stance. The second lesson is simple but uncomfortable. Your perception creates your suffering. Two people can experience the same breakup. One becomes obsessed, broken, stuck in pain for months. The other reflects, learns, and moves forward stronger. What changed? Not the event, the interpretation. Marcus Aurelius believed that nothing has power over you until you assign meaning to it. That means your mind is either your prison or your liberation. The third lesson is, everything is temporary, including your pain. When you are in the middle of a difficult moment, it feels endless. But if you zoom out, really zoom out, you realize every emotion, every situation, every relationship, every failure eventually changes form or disappears completely. Marcus used to remind himself daily that even emperors die, even empires fall, not to create fear, but to create clarity. Because when you understand that nothing lasts forever, you stop panicking over everything that feels permanent but isn't. The fourth lesson is discipline is freedom. This sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. Most people think freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want, but that lifestyle quietly turns into chaos. No structure, no direction, no self-respect. Marcus Aurelius believed true freedom comes from mastery over yourself. The ability to wake up when you said you would, to do the work even when you don't, feel like it. To say no to impulses that weaken you. That kind of discipline creates a version of you that cannot be controlled by circumstances. The fifth lesson is this: don't waste your life seeking approval. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, constantly reminding himself that people will always have opinions, some good, some bad, most irrelevant. Think about it. The same people who praise you today might forget you tomorrow. The same crowd that criticizes you today might admire you later. If your identity depends on their approval, you will never be stable. And this is where it connects deeply with life, and even relationships, because when you stop chasing validation, you stop tolerating situations and people that don't respect you. The sixth lesson is, pain is not your enemy, it is your training. Most people avoid discomfort at all costs. They run from failure, rejection, emotional pain. But Marcus Aurelius saw discomfort differently. He treated challenges like a gym for the mind. Every insult becomes patience training. Every failure becomes resilience training. Every heartbreak becomes emotional strength training. Because without resistance, there is no growth. The seventh lesson is, your time is your real wealth. Not money. Not status. Time. Marcus Aurelius understood that every moment you spend is something you never get back. That's why he constantly questioned himself, is this necessary? Is this aligned with who I want to become? Now imagine how different your life would look if you asked that question before every distraction, every argument, every meaningless habit. Most people don't lose life in big moments. They lose it in small wasted hours that add up silently. The eighth lesson is, you must prepare your mind for difficulty before it arrives. Marcus Aurelius practiced something powerful. He mentally rehearsed challenges before they happened. Not to attract negativity, but to remove shock. Because life will test you. Unexpected problems will come. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. The question is not, will life get difficult? The question is, will you be mentally prepared when it does? The ninth lesson is, choose virtue over emotion. Marcus Aurelius believed that emotions are natural, but they should not control your actions. Anger will come. Frustration will come. Jealousy will come. But acting from them leads to regret. Instead, he trained himself to pause and ask, what is the right thing to do here, not the easiest thing? This is where mental strength is built, not in avoiding emotion, but in not being ruled by it. And in relationships, this becomes even more powerful. Because reacting emotionally destroys connections, responding with awareness strengthens them. The 10th lesson is, live as if today is your last meaningful opportunity, not in panic, not in fear, but in awareness. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that death is not something to fear, it is something that gives life meaning. Because when you truly understand that time is limited, you stop delaying what matters. You stop pretending you have forever. You stop wasting energy on things that don't align with your purpose. You start speaking honestly, loving deeply, working fully, living consciously. Now bring all of this together. Imagine a mind that does not panic under pressure, a person who does not crumble under criticism, someone who does not chase approval, does not fear discomfort, does not waste time, and does not react blindly to emotions. That person becomes unshakable. Not because life becomes easy, but because their mind becomes strong. And Marcus Aurelius wasn't born that way. He built it. Daily, through reflection, through discipline, through questioning himself. That means you can too. Every time you choose patience over anger, you are practicing Stoicism. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are building strength. Every time you choose clarity over emotional reaction, you are evolving. And slowly, without even realizing it, you stop being someone life pushes around and become someone life cannot easily move. So ask yourself right now, are you living by reaction, or are you building control over your mind? Because the difference between those two answers is the difference between being broken by life or becoming unshakable in it. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.